Hello, I'm Heather Dawson, and it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. The Bar and Nightclub show has transformed into the Bar and Restaurant Expo. Jason Rasidlo has more from the red carpet in Las Vegas.
Hey guys, I'm Jason Rasidlo, reporting from the Las Vegas Convention Center for the 2022 Bar and Restaurant Expo. Come along with me as we go for a tour. All of the fun and excitement began with the celebrity red carpet. Former NASCAR driver and Las Vegas native Brendan Gaughan cut the ribbon to kick off the event.
Okay, Brendan, let's get the show going. Let's get going.
Everyone ready? A little 1, 2, 3 action.
Whoa! Well done.
He currently operates a distillery which produces the City Light Shine moonshine. Here are attendees getting samples at their booth. Talk about going from a NASCAR driver into the distillery business.
Yeah, bad cliche is what it is. Very bad cliche. A NASCAR driver and a NASCAR official who allegedly made moonshine. I mean, allegedly. Once again, I got to keep that key word in there. But we left NASCAR, we came back to my hometown, and we opened a distillery. I mean, don't know how we got here, honestly, some days, but we've weathered the storms. Anybody that's in the bar and restaurant business, look, the last 2 years has been trying. And if you're still in it and you've still dug, you've worked your butt off. So any one of those companies here, we're proud to say we're one of them. We survived it, we come out the other side, and we're strong, and being here for us is huge.
More than 400 suppliers showed off their new products during the Bar and Restaurant Expo. This is the new point of sale, or POS, machine. Student Glass showed off their new gravity infusers for both cocktails and food. It is a rotating glass infuser that can be used to smoke a beverage or snack.
This is the Student Glass gravity-powered smoke infuser. So this bad boy works with food and beverages to smoke them with different types of wood chips. So you put wood chips in on one side, and then using gravity and water displacement as you flip it, it's going to push the smoke out into our custom cloches and smoke a really nice cocktail for you, smoke some food for you. It's very versatile.
What types of food can you put in there?
My personal favorite is a really nice cheese, but raw vegetables pick up the smoke really nicely. Breads pick up the smoke really nicely. Cold cuts pick up the smoke really nicely. And then my personal favorite drink to smoke out of it is like a jalapeno margarita. So it gives it like a really nice extra smoke on top of that spice. But it works great with whiskeys, tequilas, really anything that you can add that smoky flavor to.
Attendees were able to try free samples of beers, wines, spirits, frozen drinks, and energy drinks too. Savvy Canvas and LG introduced me to their new technology, which makes it easier to manage sports viewing on large TVs and screens. It features custom layouts for each bar or restaurant and requires virtually no training.
We want to make people's lives easier to control all their technology in their bar. Displays, audio zones, digital signage, all of that. We want to change to make their whole lives a whole lot easier.
What do you got here today? What's the technology?
So we actually partnered with LG. So we have a combination, and their software relies on our commercial displays. And so what we have here is we have a map view that you can have a whole map layout of everything in their bar, and we can give them metadata too. So we can show what's playing on the displays. We can switch out different layouts. If I wanted to do L brackets and digital signage, I can do that. I can break just straight up digital signage content. We also do health and statistics on all our gear. So you can log in and see exactly what's playing on the displays, get the health, monitoring, all of that. So that way, a lot of times in commercial, these displays are on 24 hours, sometimes 18 hours. You want to make sure that gear is well taken care of.
There were also free snack samples, such as tater tots, chips and salsas, French fries, and even garnishes like cherries. Traditional companies like Heineken Beer, White Claw Hard Seltzer, and Sunkist also had booths at the BRE. These color-changing trees drew lots of attention. So how's it feel to be the Grand Marshal this year?
Yeah, you know, I mean, look, I'm born and raised here. I mean, the nightclub and bar show, you know, was always a big deal. So when they rebranded bar and restaurant and made it as big as it is, it was an honor, honestly. I mean, come on, look at the greats that have done this before me. I mean, Taffer's done it, Jenny McCarthy's done it. So these are big names to follow, and for them to ask me to do it was a great honor, especially for my little bitty company. You know, I mean, we're just a little local distillery here in Vegas that we happen to make a moonshine. It's like, you want us here? So for us, it was awesome. They gave us a booth space. We're excited, man. Look at all these people. If 5% of these people like our stuff and go buy it, this is successful for me, and I love being here.
The Bar and Restaurant Expo is back less than 6 months from the 2021 event, which was delayed due to COVID-19 concerns. Bring you the best of California from the 2022 Bar and Restaurant Expo in Las Vegas. I'm Jason Rasidlo for California Life.
And coming up next, right here on California Live, Bridgerton Season 2. It's giving fans a good reason to stay home with a cup of tea or two. I've got the details, don't go away. Looking for something to do? Well, our movie reviewer, Alicia Stanford, has details on a movie made for kids and gamers.
Fate has no mercy.
Stellan Skarsgård is a prince out for revenge after seeing his father murdered by his enemies in The Northman. Think Hamlet on steroids, killing everything in his way. The film is visually stunning, but way too violent for my taste, but if you can handle it, it's worth the price of the ticket. The movie has an astonishing cast that includes Nicole Kidman, Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, and Anya Taylor-Joy.
But I'm gonna get this next role. And when I do, all of that changes. Then I'm back. Not that you went anywhere.
Nicolas Cage plays a fictionalized version of himself in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. This Nick is cash-strapped and agrees to appear at a wealthy man's party for $1 million. Nice work if you can get it. The two quickly bond, but it turns out the rich guy, played by Pablo Pascal, got rich as a crime boss. The actor is drafted by Tiffany Haddish's CIA agent to spy on the kingpin, and hilarity ensues. This quirky comedy captures the Oscar winner at his best.
You ever wonder what it'd be like if the world wasn't scared of us?
Perception is everything, and a chance encounter with a sweet older lady makes the big bad wolf reconsider the bad part of his reputation in The Bad Guys. He and his motley crew then try to go straight, although it's not always easy. This funny and fast-paced comedy is great for all ages and has some terrific voice work from Sam Rockwell, Awkwafina, Anthony Ramos, and many others.
And coming up on California Live, Bridgerton Season 2 is giving fans a good reason to stay home with a cup of tea or two. I've got details coming up. It's time now to check in with Alicia Stanford to find out more about a media sensation. Bridgerton Season 2 is giving fans a good reason to stay home with a cup of tea or two. And the wait is over at long last. Bridgerton fans are able to enjoy the latest trials, troubles, and romances of their favorite Regency-era family.
Bridgerton is back, and there are some new ladies in the ton. The Sharma family has traveled to London from India in order to find young Miss Edwina a husband. She's accompanied by her older sister Kate, her mother Mary, and the venerable Lady Danbury is sponsoring their trip to the marriage mart.
What about the Duke of Suffolk? According to Debrett's, he should be quite the catch this year.
The Duke flaunts his mistresses. I assure you, Miss Sharma, I have our prospects well in hand.
Meanwhile, across town, Lord Anthony Bridgerton has decided he's ready to tie the knot, much to the relief of his beleaguered mother. But while he does want a wife, he wants nothing to do with romance.
It's only out of the greatest love of my family that I aim to choose a bride with my head and not my
hot.
All seems to be going according to plan, but when Kate learns of Anthony's low regard for women,
He seeks a wife only to fulfill his duty and does not believe in the true love you deserve.
she is dead set against him and does all she can to interfere. Viewers know Jonathan Bailey from season 1 of the acclaimed series, but Simone Ashley as Kate and Charithra Chandran as Edwina are newcomers. There's a lot of tension as the three struggle to make or prevent a match.
I want my sister to be happy. Can you make her happy?
What does the sharp-tongued Lady Whistledown have to say about all of this? You'll have to find out for yourself. All episodes are available for binging on Netflix.
The appliance industry made a big comeback during the pandemic with the increasing popularity of renewing your home and appliances. But for one retailer, the archaic process of shopping for appliances is gone, as new technology has upheaved the experience for the consumer and the industry. Our very own Kiori Take caught up with John Riddle, CEO of Howard's Appliance, to discuss the transformation of the appliance industry.
While some businesses struggled during the pandemic, the appliance industry seems to have thrived.
Since March of 20, we know that consumers were thinking more and more about creating a benefited situation at home, being able to have healthier meals, being able to take care of things from a chores standpoint. And all of those things sort of led into improvements in the home, and certainly economically as well. They had funding, discretionary income that was maybe destined for other places, vacations or outside meals, and so forth. And so all those factors came together to create really a robust market for major appliances.
Howard's Appliance envisioned and created amazing multiple experience centers, where now you can really immerse yourself in an exclusive appliance and home improvement shopping experience.
We know that the consumer, Kaori, wants to be able to try things out and test stuff before they take them home. We've developed experience centers that are large. This is a 22,000 square foot display of hundreds of major appliances that you can turn on, try, cook on, do laundry, check the dishwasher on how you like the loading, all of those factors so that you get really engaged in the experience.
The Experience Centers guarantees the latest in technology and appliances.
The vision for the Experience Center is really twofold. One is to be able to allow the consumer to play with technology, particularly things today that are on the product roadmaps of all the major manufacturers in smart AI connected appliances.
You'll also receive first-class and knowledgeable customer service.
It's also the engagement process with our associates at Howard's. We spend a lot of time on educating and training our associates, and you can come in and create a QR code that allows you the next time that you come to see the things that you liked. It's a good way of improving a process that I think has become less than desirable over the years.
And the cherry on top? The delivery and installation is reliable and top-notch.
One of the key things about what Howard's is doing really is also in the delivery and installation. When you order from Howard's, you're going to have a Howard's truck show up with trained folks that are very accomplished at doing an extremely good job, both from a protocol and safety standpoint, but also to make sure that the things that are being done in your home are handled in a very, very first-class fashion.
To get your Howard's experience, head over to www.howards.com.
Home sales continue to be historically high, and even though the spring housing market is projected to heat up, there is good news for home buyers trying to compete for limited inventory. 2 months of price stability could be the start of a welcome trend, allowing buyers a chance to finally purchase the home of their dreams at a price they can afford. Here's more.
The housing market is sizzling, and many people feel like they're getting burned. Available homes are snapped up before an offer is even made.
A lot of home buyers have fatigue. They may have been trying to get into the market last year because it has been so competitive, And there are a lot of factors that are on buyers' sides.
Prices are stabilizing due to higher interest rates, and RE/MAX CEO Nick Bailey says that's a good combination.
Interest rates are certainly at the forefront of the conversation right now, but I think what buyers have to realize, rates are still historically low. They may be a little higher than last year, but the offset in price appreciation has created some level of balance. And at the end of the day, buyers are really thinking about, do I have the right down payment? Can I afford the monthly mortgage?
Bailey also suggests getting a good team to help you.
Go to remax.com. You can find a local agent. You can gather information on what's happening in the market overall, nationwide, or for your local area.
Again, for more tips, go to remax.com.
The U.S. spends twice per person what other developed countries do on healthcare, yet we're less healthy. Fixing a broken healthcare system starts with a doctor many Americans may not be seeing. Here's more details.
Want to stay healthy? Then see your primary care physician. The stats indicate you'll benefit.
Primary care is a great place to help us detect problems early, to manage chronic conditions, and to figure out where the right place to go. And that can lead to better health and better outcomes.
The U.S. spends twice as much per person on healthcare than other developed countries, yet we're less healthy.
We need to focus our healthcare system on creating a greater access to affordable primary care. And we need to focus our healthcare system on the physical and mental health of patients over the course of their lifespan, not just focusing on them when they are sick.
So how do patients influence change?
Each of us as patients and as advocates for a better healthcare system should communicate with our employers, our elected officials, or other individuals who can influence health policy.
And I think as patients, we're the ones who would benefit, and we have a real role in advocating for this.
For more, visit primarycareforamerica.org.
Well, you can never be too careful with scams, and the Better Business Bureau is here to help. Jason Rasidlo talks to the BBB about the threat of the season as people are looking to make a quick buck and they might get scammed in the process.
Kyle Larson just took the checkered flag here at the Wise Power 400. I'm Jason Rasidlo, reporting from the Auto Club Speedway of Southern California.
We had runs early on where we'd be tight, and then the next run we'd be loose, and then we were able to kind of narrow that window down there. It seemed like around halfway, and that's when I felt like we were going to have a decent shot to win. So, yeah, fun race, a lot of hard work by everybody on our team, and proud of everybody's effort.
Chase Elliott. Larson blocked Chase Elliott with 20 laps to go, which caused him to hit the wall. Larson later stated he did not know his teammate was directly behind him.
So I didn't get through 3 and 4 very well. Joey did a good job on the bottom, and then we were side drafting each other, and I'm not even looking in my mirror at that point because all I'm worried about is Joey, and I'm looking out of my A-post window, and I had a run, so I went to peel off, and as soon as I peeled off, my spotter's yelling, outside, 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 and I had no clue he was even coming.
To do a 5-wide salute for their fans. It's become a tradition here at the Auto Club Speedway.
It feels great. Yeah, I think they're holding it later in the month, and that's why, because we had some rain earlier in February. Yeah. So you can tell by the fans, we're all excited to be back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now this is the 25th anniversary of this track, so do you have any memories that you'd like to share?
Well, I think this track was the one that we did the car rides, that they had cars you could ride in with a professional driver to feel how fast you would go and how they cornered in the corners.
Yeah.
And then we had paid to come back again to drive our own cars.
Once again, Kyle Larson is your winner here at the Wise Power 400. Bringing you the best of California from the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, I'm Jason Rasidlo for California Life.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, please go to our website, CaliforniaLifeHD.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook.
Follow our tweets on Twitter and check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.